Yo, what's good people? It's Ocean here. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the video. This morning, kind of just freestyling it a bit. It's early in the morning. I just made myself some breakfast, a granola smoothie bowl. Trying to keep it healthy this year, you know? Really crunchy. I'll ask you to text me in some questions for a quick Q&A. If you haven't got my number, this is it, popped up right on the screen right now. Kabam! Text me. First text message that you're gonna receive from me is to enter your details into my phone book, just so I can know who you are. And then from there, you can ask me any question you want, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. So yeah, let's get into these questions. So the first question we got is from Alex, and he says, can you please go into even more detail on 808s? I just can't get mine to bounce like yours, that would be sick. I've got about 2, 3, maybe even 4 videos on 808s. One that is just like, I think I called it everything you need to know about 808s. And the other one, how to make your 808s bounce like Jets are made. So go check those out. Those are like, basically how I make my 808s bounce. That's all the source there. Tom K asks, are you planning to bring your brother back for part 3? Definitely. He wants to come back on the channel. We're gonna do something a bit different though. Maybe not just like making a beat from scratch or making a drill beat. We're gonna try something different. We're gonna switch it up this time. It's gonna be sick. Cage asks, when did you start making beats? I started making beats in January, properly in January 2016. I probably made like my first beat late December 2015. Then 2016 came around. You know how you have like your New Year's resolutions. That was my New Year's resolution. I wanted to get good at making beats, or just decent at least, not sucking at making beats. So my New Year's resolution in January of that 2016 was to make beats for 3 hours every single day. I did for the most part. Obviously you miss days here and there and that, but that was my start. Parker asks, why did you start a YouTube? To be honest, I'm gonna say this was my brother's idea. My younger brother used to love watching YouTube. He used to have like his YouTubers that he used to watch, like FLUTEY, CJ So Cool, all those kind of YouTubers and that. Then he stumbled across Internet Money and used to watch Taz Taylor's vlogs, and he's like, bro, you should do something like this. And at the beginning I was like, nah, that's not me. I'm not trying to be in the camera. That's not what I do. And then Pat Ryan popped up and we both kind of saw it at the same time, and we was like, this is actually sick. He's just showing how to make a beat, like, that's mad. And then I was kind of like, damn, I could do something like that. I put out my first video. Obviously it didn't bang, it was awful, it was terrible. You can still go back and watch that. I look mad awkward. I put out my first video, left it for a couple of months. Then I saw Sharp pop up and he was doing videos like every day, just a beast, just banging them out one after another. Bang, 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 all up in my newsfeed, all up in my home on YouTube. And I was like, okay, this is a thing, obviously. I need to do this, I need to hop on this. And then I'd say from October 2017 is when I started taking it seriously. Yeah, that's how I got started in YouTube. He also asks, where did you learn everything about Logic? The OG, Joby Job. If you don't know about Joby Job, you can still search him on YouTube. He's got like hour-long tutorials. That's where I learned in the beginning how to make beats on Logic. But then I was also watching a lot of producer SX. Shout out SX. He used to do tutorials as well on FL, but you can just like, at the time, there wasn't, to be honest, there wasn't really like many Logic tutorials. So you just have to watch the FL ones, take what he's doing on FL, and then just try and figure it out in Logic Pro X. So the process is kind of, it's never like too dissimilar. You can apply what you learn in one door and transfer it to another. So Joby Job and SX in the beginning. And he also asked, he popped off 3 questions. What's your favorite song by anyone? That is a tough one. There's so many good songs in the world. One that sticks out in mind right now is Man on the Moon by Kid Cudi. That is a classic. Miles asks, I wanted to ask you, how can I make my melodies better? Because I don't want to use loops. I want to be pure. First thing I'd say is try and get some music theory down, because that will make it a lot easier. I mean, obviously you can play by ear. I do that for the most part, but learning music theory, learning the scales and the chords with it has made life so much easier. So I'd literally go through one by one. A minor scale, bam, 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 do you know it? C minor scale, bam, 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 make sure you know it. All the scales, then try and figure out the chords in each of those scales. And then over time, you get to like piece the chords together and make chord progressions, and your melodies will get better. But honestly, it's just a practice thing. Keep making melodies, and then after that, keep making melodies. And after that, then keep making melodies. And you see where I'm going with this. You have to keep making melodies. Elena asked me, I was wondering if you had any times in your past where you felt a lot of self-doubt in your craft, and what did you do to get through that? Did I have self-doubt? It's kind of like a yes and a no thing. Yes, because I mean, I'd put out music and I'd put out videos and I'd get no reception, or I'd get little reception. People wasn't really like feeling it the way I would feel it. I'd put on a beat and I'd think, oh, this is the greatest beat of all time. Like if Drake heard this, you know, that's what I was thinking in the beginning. Like if Drake heard this, he's gonna jump on this, it's gonna be a hit. But then everyone around in the room was like, nah, I mean, it's okay, but it's not great. And then you're like, oh, damn it, like I didn't nail it. I thought I was sick. Maybe I'm not. That's where the self-doubt kind of creeped in. But at the same time, I always knew that if I trusted the process, then it would always be okay. Like I know if I just keep being consistent and making beat after beat after beat after beat, then I'm obviously just gonna get better. This is the beginning, this is where I am now. But in the future, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be a sick producer. So I don't know, it's kind of like a yes and a no at the same time. Paolo asks, what inspired you to start making music? I feel like I've always loved music. I've always been somewhat musical from a young age. I guess when I started like taking beats seriously, I don't know, I was just in a phase where I was listening to a lot of UK music. The scene was starting to like get sick again. And I heard a beat from, it was a Young Thug beat, but Western jumped on it. And I heard it and I was like, this is sick. I think I could definitely make beats like this. I want to do it, like this looks mad. And then of course all the other YouTubers as well, like in the beginning, Sharp, Pat Ryan, Joby Job, SX, like when I was seeing those videos, I thought those are sick as well. I want to do something like that. But I don't know, this question, it's not really like a clear-cut one thing that inspired me. There's so many things in so many different time frames that have led to the point of me starting to make beats and starting to make music and that. Douglas asks, what were your expectations versus reality when you first got into the music scene? To be honest, yeah, I didn't have any expectations in the beginning. I came into this just wanting to get better at music. That's what I'm saying. Like I made beats every single day, almost every single day for a whole year straight, without going asking people for feedback or anything like that, not sharing my music with anyone, not putting it out there, just for myself, just to try and get better. So in the beginning, I didn't really have any expectations apart from I need to get better. Then when I started putting out my beats and doing YouTube videos like that, I was naive. I thought that things would happen faster. Like I thought I'd put out a beat, everyone would think it was sick, and then I would blow up and I'd start working with all the biggest artists and all that. And obviously, of course, I was naive. That's not how things work. Things take time. But even when I look back in hindsight now, it wasn't even that long. It's only been, what, like 2-3 years that I've been on YouTube and things are like picking up now. But yeah, in the beginning, I didn't really have that much expectations. And yeah, but yeah, that's it for the Q&A. If you still have any questions, feel free to text me. I will get back to you as soon as I can. It might take a while, but bear with me. I will answer your question. Just please don't bombard me with links to your music. Like, we got the live streams for that. But anyway, I need to eat this breakfast before it starts getting really soggy. And then after that, I think I'm gonna make some beats.
Ocean gang or drown.
I've been listening to a bunch of samples, but I think I found the one that I want to sample. It goes like this. Just that bit right there, I'm going to take that and flip that into something. I'm going to turn the BPM so it's a bit faster. I want it to have like a fade in and a fade out effect. So I'm going to bounce that in place so it turns into an audio file. And then I'm just going to press Command T to chop where the key changes a bit. And then let's control everything and fade it in a bit, fade it out. I'm hearing some flutes on top of this for sure. Let me go ahead and pull up a flute. Oh, let me record that in. And then I think what I'm gonna do is repeat that over the the keys, repeat that over, but then move it up an octave. And then I'm going to duplicate that same sound, that flute. Then for this part, I want to put something underneath it. Boom, 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 boom. That's all good for the melodies now. Alright, so let's bounce this out as an audio file, then I'm going to drag it back in and add some RC20 to it. That sounds good. Let's add some drums to this now. Let's add in a MIDI from my hi-hat kit. Maybe not that one. What else we got? I think this one fits. I'm just gonna change it up a bit though. And then I'm just going to change up the velocities here so it kind of fades out. I think that's perfect. That could work. I want it to land like perfectly with that rim. Something like that. I don't want it to hit like every single 2 bars. So I'm just gonna place it like that, join it up, and then extend it. I think I might just add in that 808 next on top of this. Bum 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 bum. Let's change this to a triplet. Bum bum bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Gonna chop this up and add in some rolls. Something like that. And then I'm gonna control all of these and repeat that over as well. Let's move this down a few octaves. For this second part, where it transitions, I don't want the 808 pattern to be the same. So I'm just going to change it up a little bit. Let's move this up an octave so I can make sure it's in key. Boom, boom. Ba-da-dum. Alright, let's control everything here, move down an octave, now all together. beat is pretty much finished now. All I'm gonna do, Shift Command M to bring up the stereo, and I want to add some overdrive to the master channel. Let's duplicate that. I'm gonna chop the sample here, duplicate that again. I like to just have my melodies on different tracks, different channels, so it makes it easier when I'm rearranging. Just gonna repeat them over a few times. Let's get rid of the drums for the first section. Then I'm gonna bring in all the drums here. And then let's have like a little pause here. And have that melody playing, so it should come in like this. So the rim's gonna come in first, and then some hi-hats after it. And then everything else will come in. And then after that, we go into like what would be verse 1. This beat is going to be like really simple, not much to it. And I'm thinking for the breakdown, I'm going to duplicate a channel. Let's drag down this one. And I'm going to add in some sound shifter just so I can bring it down like a whole octave. And then after that section, let's repeat everything over. Nice and simple, really not much to this beat. Perfect. Yeah, just cooked up a hard FLUTEY trap beat. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please smash that thumbs up button right now. I didn't even mention this earlier, but I mentioned it on my Instagram story. I'm doing a rap on my beat challenge. So if you're an artist and you want some clout, no, I'm joking. If you're an artist and you want to join in on this challenge, then I'm gonna put it below. You can go ahead, download 4 beats, choose out of the 4 beats which one you want, make a rap to it. It can be in any language, it can be in any flow, it could be anything you want. You have full creative control, it's up to you. Then record a song to it, send it back to me, podbyocean@gmail.com. You could either do a music video if you wanted to, an animation video, do whatever you want, it's up to you. And then in 2 weeks time from now, I'm going to be listening to all the songs and reacting to them on a video. So if you want to join in on that, there'll be a link in the description to download those 4 beats. That's about it for this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the future.